Now let me talk about the biblical aspect of it. Because Jaden Ivey also has to understand that not everything that's legal is going to be biblical. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's.
What?
Also have to understand you have to be wise, discerning, and tactful as to how you speak and when you speak and who you speak to.
What's the Bible say about sodomy?
If you want to quote Paul in Corinthians, Paul wrote what he wrote to the church in Corinth. He didn't necessarily write what he wrote to the church in Ephesus or the church in Galatia. In the same manner, Jaden Ivey, you got to use discernment of when you speak and who you're speaking to. What? If your job and your goal is to emulate Jesus, also understand when Jesus saw the woman who had committed adultery, he said, go and sin no more. He didn't then try to extrapolate every single sin and every single man she has slept with adulterously.
Yeah, it's covered under the umbrella. Just don't do any of that.
One,
actually, he did, though.
Understand there's a difference between legal and biblical. Two, Jaden Ivey, make sure you tend to your mental and emotional health if indeed there is anything going on, because you have been very vulnerable about your struggles previously. And then three, render to Caesar what is Caesar's and render to God what's God's. That's biblical if you want to talk biblical.
It really comes down to this. When you go, oh, wait a second. Why celebrate the trans thing? Wait a second. Why jail people, for example, in Canada for speaking out against Islam? It really comes down to the only thing that is tolerable from the left, their religion, their idol, is acceptance. That's all it is. It's acceptance versus sound judgment. It's acceptance versus correction. As long as you accept, you're in line with dogma. If you have any convictions whatsoever and you correct, that's what's impermissible. And they'll do this. They'll apply it across the board. Can't correct women. You don't have a vagina. It's none of your business unless you're a trans. And of course, men can get periods too. You can't correct LGBTQAIP. Well, you don't know what it's like. You're not allowed to. You can't correct Black Lives Matter. Hold on a second. That's actually not correct. Sit down, shut up. All right, then I guess I'll just have to. Silence is violence. It's a religion where the virtue to trump all other virtues is acceptance. That's why this country and the Western world has accepted the absurd.